Opening night is the moment of truth for a theater production. After hours of rehearsals and tech preparation, everyone's hard work is finally going to be seen by an audience. While a play may only last about 2 hours, there's a lot of time put in the different stages of production. So, what makes a theater production come together? I talked to Roger Ellis, a theater professor and director at Grand Valley, about the different stages a production goes through.
There are roughly three kinds of stages. One is the script preparation, the work that I do, getting ready, and meeting with the designer. The second stage is working with the actors, calling them together. And then thirdly, working with the designers, the technical production crew, and the actors in the final stages to get the show ready for performance on opening night.
The journey of a play begins with the hiring of a director. He or she will either choose the script of a show they want to do or be assigned one. During the pre-production stage, a director's vision of what the show will be starts to come together.
I usually work about a year in advance. After I've chosen the script, I have to go through it 5 or 6 times, just reading it through, so I understand what the play is about, what the structure of the play is, what I need in terms of actors, and how many actors.
Another step that has to happen before rehearsals can begin is the audition process. During this time, actors will give a performance that they hope will show why they are the right choice for a character. With so many choices and a time crunch on when the results need to be announced, the director needs to make sure they are confident in their selections.
We allow 2 days for people to audition, what we call a general audition. And that's just for people's convenience. Some people can make it one day but not another, one time rather than another. The third day, however, is very important. It's called callbacks. And the auditions are not finished until you've had those. That's where you say you want to weed out people who probably are not right for the show and zero in on the people you are now considering for the roles. There may be 2 or 3 people, for example, to read for the leading role. She sings well, he sings well, great, but you never quite know until you put them together on stage to see how the chemistry works. Is she too tall? Is he too short? Do they just seem not to get along together? Is there nothing there?
Once the cast is set, then the rehearsals begin. The actors will run through the scenes while the director helps them figure out who their character is supposed to be.
Well, it's very rough with the first rehearsal. For one thing, all the actors are reading script out of their books. Normally in a university setting, the students haven't memorized their lines yet, although when working with professionals, they always come the first day on the set, they have their lines memorized. So at the first, as I said, actors are reading the lines out of the book, and the director is giving them stage movements as to what we call blocking, to move around the set, the various areas. And then, as we do more and more rehearsals, we polish that. The lines get learned. And then the characters come to life, the relationships between the different characters, between the actors, comes to life.
Besides working with the actors, the director has to focus on many other aspects of the play. They'll work with the costume designer to make sure that what the characters wear reflects who they are. The set designer also works to make sure that the background makes sense and fits the overall vision of the show. Lighting and music are also used to help the audience feel the mood for scenes that the director is trying to establish. The last type of rehearsal that occurs before opening night is the tech rehearsal.
By the time we get to adding costumes and hand properties and actual settings and things, the actors are pretty solid on how the show, the action develops, and then we can add the other elements as necessary.
And after all that, on opening night the curtains open and then it's showtime.